I want to show you what to do if you have a bruised toenail and how to get rid of it or make it fade. So what I did about a month ago, I dropped like a placemat on my kitchen table onto my toe, and that weighs about a pound. And immediately it started hurting, so I knew that I was going to have a bruised toenail. So what you want to do, as soon as that happened, immediately lie down if possible, or as soon as possible after you drop something on your toenail or you bruised it, and lay down and then elevate your feet above your heart, and that way that the blood can start going through and not bruising your toenail as much. So what that is, what a bruised toenail is, it's basically a hematoma, which is a popped blood vessel underneath your toenail, and that's what causes the bruising look onto your toenail. And so it's going to take, if you don't do something, it'll take about a whole year for it to completely to go away. So what's going to happen is that black purpleness will migrate to the tip and eventually go away after the toenail completely sheds. But the sooner that you can start healing it with your own home remedies, the better. So, like I said, first thing you want to do is elevate it as much as possible. If you can do that 2 or 3 times a day, that's best. And also, if you can soak it in a solution that's salt-based with warm water. So as you can see here, I have warm water, and you want to put about 2 to 3 tablespoons in it. Depends how much water you have. And of course, stir it. And what you're going to want to do is just soak your toenail after you've elevated it into this warm solution. You want to do that for at least a good 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day if you have time, if you can do that. And that's going to help make the blood not form onto your toenail and go away. Okay, and then after you do that, what I want you to do is you're going to lubricate your toenail with olive oil. And this works magic. It softens up the nail and helps the blood not to form onto the toenail as much. And so what we're going to do is just let that sit on the nail and keep that there for a few hours if possible. And then you could actually levitate your toe into the air as you're doing that. And that should help. The reason mine's still dark is because I didn't immediately medicate it after it got bruised. So if you can do this immediately after you know that you bruised it, the better. Or that night or the next day or as soon as possible. Even if it's a week later, it'll help not for that to darken as much. It'll go away. You can go to a foot doctor and they could punch a hole into it to help get rid of the blood from it and clean it out. So there is a medical procedure that they can do that, but who wants to spend the money to do that? All right, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.